Inflation is running high, and even after excluding the typically volatile categories of our foodstuffs at the moment and even the energy prices, it is still running higher than it has been in decades. Do you know that some of the factors that are leading to this inflation are pandemic related? Of course, even though they are temporal, it doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. So today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what inflation is and how we can get out of it, because inflation is your enemy. It's our enemy, and inflation is expensive. It's expensive to maintain, so you need to back yourself up with some information. So today, I'm going to be talking about why keeping the money in the bank is bad and what you should do with the money in your bank in this 2022. Hi everyone, Julia here. Welcome to my channel, the Julia Inspired Lifestyle channel. In this channel, I talk about how to make money online, how to make money from home, personal finance, how to manage your money and multiply your money and live a better life. So, have you subscribed to this channel? If you have not subscribed to this channel, now is the time, because coming this 2022, you will be learning so much from this channel. So if you're ready, let's get on to the video of this particular topic. Inflation is actually a measure of the rate of rising prices of food and services, like goods and services in the economy. All right. So inflation occurs when the prices of basic necessities such as food actually starts to increase. You will agree with me that in the last couple of months, there has been a significant increase of the cost of food and other necessities in the country. A lot of them have even gone 50% increase, and that's crazy. I'm actually wondering how people are surviving. But let's look on the brighter side. Sometimes there can be a reduction in production or a rising cost in the production costs. So it can actually cost high prices of these products. And some companies actually reap when inflation happens. Some companies actually lose. So it affects everything. Just think about it, from your basic necessities, even housing rents, food, medical care, utilities, as well as every other thing, cosmetics, automobiles, everything you can think of. It affects everything. And that's why this is important that I bring this information to you. So when you keep your money in the bank and the money is losing value, even when you withdraw it and you want to use it to buy something, you will realize that you are now spending more than the actual value you have. So what do you do? This is the real and the main question. What do you do? One strategy that I'm going to share with you today is how to make good use of that money so that the money will be utilized for better things and give you more profits and more value. I hope you are getting this information right. So spending the money in valuable investments, putting that money in valuable investments will be more beneficial to you than keeping it in the bank with miserable interest rates. Now, moving forward, you will agree with me that goods inflation has indeed been extraordinarily high. And there's a surge in the consumer demand because they are not meeting up with the production. And one of the major things that have happened is the pandemic. If you notice, there's been limitation in traveling, limitation in logistics too. It has affected every single thing that we do. So this is why we are all getting to this point where we are seeing ourselves in a level where we've not seen before. Now, let me give us the statistics, all right? As at October 2021, according to the CPI means Consumer Price Index, and this information are generated by the National Bureau of Statistics. So you know that this is very current. We are currently at 15.99% inflation. So if your money in the bank, you're getting interest rate of 3%, and you're having an inflation rate of 15%, that means you're still at a negative of almost about 13%. That should be a cause of concern for you if you are on this call and you're listening and you're watching this video right now. So what you should be thinking of is, what do I do so that inflation wouldn't be my enemy? What do I do to get more value for my money? Those are the things you should be thinking of. For me, one thing I have learned is passive income. How do I create passive income with the money I have? Instead of saving it in the bank and getting 3%, 2%, 1%, and you think that's good? That is not good. I would rather put that money into a very safe investment and help to curtail and block the inflation that is coming for me. One of the passive income methods I have is investing in the stock market and in rental properties, because this is one method of retiring early and happy. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. So now, instead of saving that your 5% in the bank, why don't you put it into an investment that gives you about 10% return per annum? And the beautiful thing is that probably the first year you may not really feel the effects, because if you think of 10% and you think of 15% of the inflation, you see you're still running at a loss. Yes, but it's better than banks that are giving you 1%. Come to think about it, it is still better because you are going to have the snowball compound effect. And that is what makes the best juice out of this information. Now, you don't have to work all your life, but you can actually make your money work for you. So let your money work for your future. So for me personally, I invest in the stock market. But my question is, why are you not even investing in the stock market? Why are you not taking the decision yet? I need you to drop it in the comment section. Why have you not started investing in the stock market? I have heard a couple of people tell me stuff like, I don't know much about stock markets. Some others will say, I don't trust the figures they say they get there is true. But it's true because I'm doing it and I'm getting results. So if you've started, I'll say take a high five. And if you've not started, please do that as soon as possible. In fact, as soon as you finish watching this particular video, please get on board and start investing. If you need any kind of help, you can join my community where you can get all the information. And besides, I have other videos which I'm going to link in the description of this particular video, where I have talked about how to invest in the US stock market and gain some money. The beautiful thing is, it is not how much you invest, it is how early and how soon you can get started. Because if it's occurring over time, the compound effect benefits will give you much more than you can actually anticipate. So it simply means that you have to look at what can you start with. Now, one of the favorite apps I use is Passfolio. My second favorite is Bamboo. You can start investing with as little as 5,000 naira. I understand when people say, I don't have a good job, I'm not earning so much. You can actually squeeze out 5,000 naira per month and start building your future now. Because if you don't do that, you're still going to spend that 5,000 naira anyways. What matters is what you're spending the 5,000 naira on. If you make it an automatic contribution where you can get debited from your bank account and get deposited in, and this money is yours. But the important thing is buy and hold for long term. Buy for the sake of your children, buy for the sake of your own future. You're just starting out in life and you're looking at, where do I put out this little money I am making? Oh, you just got a new job as a fresher. Why don't you start learning how to intentionally save money? That's what I'm driving at. Now, it doesn't matter if you started investing in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s. Sometimes people who start late actually have more money to put in compared to people who started early. But it's the sweetest when you start early, because the compound effect on 5-year plan compared to 20-year plan is completely different. One of my favorite investment plans is the ETF. ETFs are called extended trade funds. This is where you have a pool of the top companies. So instead of buying the individual stocks, you get to buy a pool and you get at least an annual return. So far, it has given an annual return of about 10%, which is so impressive. I would rather keep my money there for 10, 20 years than keep my money in the bank. I'll be honest with you. So this is one important information. I think moving forward, you should be thinking of doing that. So now, if you're in your 20s, you should really think of intentionally saving as little as 5,000 naira per month. If you can stretch yourself, if you can do 1,000 naira per day, that means every month you have 30,000 naira. That would be super awesome. I can guarantee you that in 10 years, you can beat your chest that you are a multi-millionaire. In 20 years, you're a multi-millionaire. And by the time you're getting to 30 years from your 20s, you have retired happy and early. And this is what I call the lazy way to building wealth. If you've learned nothing today, please learn that there is a simple strategy of learning how to build wealth in a lazy way. And you're absolutely doing nothing. You see how sweet it is? You are doing absolutely nothing. So this is so amazing. Right now, crypto is volatile and it's not suitable for beginners. So if the value drops, you can lose. But if you invest in stocks, it's not as volatile and risky as the stock market. So in the stock market, you get to have your compound interest, which comes as a snowball effect. I love to use snowball because imagine snowball rolling down from the hill, and as it rolls, it gets bigger. So as the years are passing with your little money, your money is increasing because it is being reinvested. Your interest is being reinvested in the capital, and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So here is my plan for you. Make up your mind first that getting into 2022 is going to be a totally new year for you and you're going to do something different. Set a figure. Oh, looking at your current monthly income, I can afford to do 5,000. I can afford to do 10,000. I can afford to do 50,000 per month. Intentionally put it in this VOO or VTI. Any of the beautiful ETFs are so suitable for beginners. That's why I recommend it for everybody. So that will set you up financially. And then you can look into budgeting, living below your means, cutting down on some things that are so irrelevant that we spend our money on. And in that way, you can get the best. Now I run a financial community where I help people make the best financial decisions with their money. If you ever want to consider looking into the financial community, we are going to welcome you with open arms, and you will definitely learn a lot. This 2022 is for making money. So think, I'm very much interested in money management because that's the foundation of your money multiplication. So I push you so you can grow. You learn how to save money and put the money you've saved in a very good system where you don't need to be doing the work, the money does the work for you. And then all you need to do is to download the Passfolio app or the Bamboo app. I will attach my referral link. You can just click on the link and it is super easy to open. If this is the only thing you do for yourself between now and end of the year and starting up the new 2022, by this time 2022, you'll be so happy and glad that you found this video online. This is where I sign out. The next video I'll be releasing, you'll be very much interested in it. So subscribe to this channel so that when that video drops, that will be one of your best ever watched videos. So consider yourself blessed that you're watching this video and you're a part of my channel. And thank you very much for subscribing. I love you.